Let's do this. Booyah! What up, you guys? Welcome back to another one of these videos. My name is Lauri Koskinen and this is a juggling tutorial. Kind of. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 different ways that you can improve your juggling act. Okay, how to be more professional juggler. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can do that. And I think these are very important. Not that many people talk about these, and these are like quite easy changes to make when you compare it to like learning new tricks and stuff like that. So this is not as difficult as that. Okay. If you don't know me, I'm a professional performer. I'm a juggler and magician. I've been performing for the past 28 years. Okay, and this is my full-time job. I went to schools. I have 3 different professions, but I've never done anything else than this. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing most of my life. Okay, so yeah, I do this for a living, and this is how I make my money. So yeah, let's get into it. 5 different ways that you can improve your juggling and look more professional. All right, number 1, your costume. Okay, the clothes that you're wearing on stage. All right, you want to have nice clothes. Okay, I've seen so many like great jugglers, but they wear shitty clothes. It's like, no, please don't. Like, people wear like jeans and t-shirts on stage. No, don't do that. If you want to look professional and get booked as a professional and get paid like a professional, you need to look like professional. So the first thing is your clothes. How do you look like? Your costume on stage. Now, you don't have to wear a suit. I highly recommend that it is still like very fancy and nice looking and expensive. Okay, it doesn't have to be expensive, but you want it to look expensive. Okay, don't just go to a secondhand store and secondhand store and just get like some random pants, some t-shirt, and oh my god, this trend, you put a vest on top of a t-shirt. No, don't do that. That's horrible. Okay, if you want to do that, it has to be very specific. You have to put a lot of decorations and everything. I would still recommend that you have like a dress shirt, okay, and then a vest, not a t-shirt. Like, come on, look professional. One magician gave like a tip that your clothes has to cost at least 1,000 euros. But I don't think it has to be expensive. You can buy cheap clothes and make them look good, make them look expensive. Like, I have one costume. I have this blue costume that I have. It's like just like a suit, a very basic suit, cheap. But I glued all these like bling blings to it, okay, to make it look very nice. So yeah, your costume. Make sure that it looks expensive, it's clean, and doesn't have holes. It's, it looks good. It looks professional, okay? If you have a lot of wrinkles, get an iron, like a shirt iron, and iron your shirts. Make sure that they don't have wrinkles, they look good. And this is a good thing to do. You go on Google and you check out performers like professional juggler, professional magician, professional artist, or something like this. And you just look at images of professional artists who are like where you want to be, and you check out their clothes. They have their very nice suits. And if you're a circus performer, they always have these extra blings and everything to make it look shiny, make it look very nice. So you want to have that, okay? And I actually recommend having 2 sets of suit when you go to do a show. So you have the clothes that you come there, you walk in, and you have the clothes that you perform. And they can be the same suit. Like, if you can travel with the suit that you have, like that you're going to perform with, yeah, wear that. You can wear that, but I would recommend like having different shoes, so your shoes doesn't get like dirty on the way there. Okay, so think about also the clothes, that you have a very nice looking clothes that you come to the stage with, because that's the first impression. They hired you there. Like, if I go to a corporate event or some big event and I come there looking like unclean, okay, it sends a bad message. It's like, who is this guy? Did he come to clean up the place? What is this? No, he's the performer. We're paying him a lot of money. That guy. So you don't want this, okay? You want to look professional already when you come in. So have a nice clothes, very nice looking clothes when you go in there, and then make sure that your costume on stage looks very good, okay? And shoes, focus also on the shoes. Like I've seen so many times performer, they have nice clothes and their shoes look like shit. So make sure that your shoes looks nice as well, okay? Keep them clean. That's why I recommend you have different shoes on stage, not the ones that you walk around to the place and live your life with. Have performing shoes as well, okay? They don't have to be expensive. Like if you buy expensive shoes, you only wear them on stage. They're gonna last you a very, very, very long time, okay? Or you can buy cheap shoes that looks very nice and you only use them on stage, okay? And make sure they are clean. Make sure all your clothes are clean. They don't have any holes in it, nothing like that. Okay, so you want to look good. So costume is super important. Do not wear and do not look cheap. Okay, if you want to get paid a lot of money, you need to look like you're worth a lot of money. Okay, so that's the thing number one. Look good. Costume. Focus on the costume. Put some extra effort to it. It doesn't have to be expensive, but you need to make an effort to look good and have the costume that you have make it look good. Okay, that's it. And shoes. Shoes are really important. Many people see your shoes. Even like if you're on stage, your shoes are usually at eye level of people. They can see them. They watch you, but they see your shoes. If your shoes are very dirty, it doesn't look good. Okay, that's it. Number 2, prop stand. Where you put your juggling props. Do not put them on the floor. Okay, do not put your juggling props on the floor. I cannot stress this enough. Let me repeat it one more time. Do not, don't, and all the other negative no's, don't put your juggling props on the floor, on the ground. Never, ever, okay? The only reason to put them on the floor is to do some sort of kick-ups, okay? Or like a front roll where you pick them up, or a cartwheel and you pick them up from the ground. That is the only reason, okay? Never put them on the floor, never put them on the ground. It looks very unprofessional, okay? In no profession in the world, people are going like, okay, I need to start working. Let me take all my stuff and put them on the floor. And then I do work here. No, it's always a table or something. So don't put your props on the floor. And if you have a suitcase, and you go like, I'm smart. I put my suitcase on the floor and my props are in the suitcase. No. Do not put your props on the floor, even if they're in a suitcase. So if you have a suitcase, you have a prop stand, like some sort of stand, even if it's just this like for a piano keyboards that they have like these tables, that it's just like X folding bars like that. And you put your suitcase on that, that's much better, okay? Don't put the suitcase on the ground either. Don't put it on the floor, okay? So build yourself a prop stand. It can be a very simple table, like you just get yourself a table and you put your props there. Or if you have a case or a suitcase, you just get a stand for that and you put it on there, okay? Or you can make some sort of fancy that has like some hooks for the rings, and then like this some clips for the clubs and something for the balls, whatever. Okay, you can make it look very nice, and it should look nice. Like make sure that it's painted or something, like you can decorate it. I just, like the ones that I had now before, I just wanted to all look black. So I just painted them black, and when the black paint comes off, I just put more paint. So they always look nice, okay? So yeah, never put your juggling props on the floor. That is very unprofessional. I don't care what your opinion on it is. It looks unprofessional in the real world. Okay, so get yourself a prop stand. Trust me. Get yourself a prop stand. That's number 2. All right. Number 3. Clean props. Okay, Make sure that your juggling props, the stuff that you're using, whatever it is, balls, rings, clubs, diabolos, stuff, whatever, hoops, make sure that they're clean and they look professional. Okay, I've seen a lot of jugglers, they use like very dirty, old looking props. Like they have clubs with some duct tape on it and they're very dirty. Like, what is that, a brown, or was it used to be white color? Like, what is that? You don't want this. So make sure that your props looks good. Clean them, fix them. If there's some decorative tape on them, make sure that you're retaping them every once in a while so they stay looking good. So make sure that your juggling props, they look good. Okay, that's a big thing. Again, if you want to look professional, you have things look very dirty and broken, it doesn't say professional and it doesn't say professional money. Okay, so all of these are made for you to look better and more professional. All right, that's it, very simple. Clean your props and make sure that they look good. So fix them and keep them good looking. All right. Number 4, rhythm. So what I mean by rhythm is the rhythm of your act. Many times I see this. There's some random background music that is just very monotonic. It just goes na 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 na, or whatever it is, like rock and boom chicka boom chicka boom. But the point is, it's very monotonic. There's no rhythm changes in the music. So one way that you can actually, because you don't want your show to be like this, because then the audience will feel like this. Even if it's like high power, full energy, like crazy tricks all the time, if it's still like this, audience will feel like this. Even if it's like super high, it's still. So you want to have some rhythm changes, okay? So ups and downs. So you need to take breaks, which is like very good as a performer. Take applause, and also to have highs and lows and all these rhythm changes. So if you have a one song and it's just very monotonic song in the background, it's much harder to do this because you have to do it with your juggling tricks. One easy way that you can change this rhythm is with music, and that is by having more than one song. Okay, I know it's like the best would be, of course, that if you can play, like you have the songs that has ups and downs and different rhythms, but those are hard to find. And when you start to make the music like in the tempo, it's going to be more and more difficult to always keep, because if you make one mistake, you're already too late. So I do get that not that many people want to do it. So if you're just using basic songs that you have time to make mistakes with, you can change the rhythm by having multiple songs. So you can have like 3 songs. You can have the intro, where you come on stage, you do a little bit of tricks or something. And then you have the second song where you change props and you do another song and you do some routines and tricks. And then you have a finale or ending song. Okay, so for your ending trick, you can have a different song. Okay, if you want to have more, you can change more. You can have like 5 songs. So you have the intro where you come in, then you have your some first routine, then some trick in the middle, then your last routine, and then you have an ending trick. Or it's the after the ending trick, you come and take a bow, so you have a like outro music as well. So all of these different variations that you can use, and you can get very nice rhythmic changes with the music. Now it doesn't mean that the songs in your act has to be different. They can be very similar, but just by having a song and then coming down, taking applause and having a break and then continuing, that already creates this kind of effect. Okay, so you get some rhythm changes, and it is very important for the audience because they need time to breathe. They need time to relax like that and applaud, and then they're ready again. If they're just the whole time like this without breaks in the act, it makes them feel a little anxious. So you want to have these rhythms. It's more easy for you, it's more relaxed for you, and it makes you look better performer because audience can experience better. They can experience the ups and the downs and the relaxed points and the high points, so they can live with the act. Okay, so they can react to it this kind of way. I hope it makes sense. But yeah, music is an easy way to get some rhythm changes into your act. Okay, and again, YouTube is a great place to find inspiration. Just go juggling act on YouTube and just watch other jugglers to get inspired. Okay, all right. And number 5, who are you performing to? Okay, so to whom are you performing to? Who is your audience? This is a mistake that I see a lot of people make. They perform juggling for jugglers, but the audience is not jugglers. So they think that what tricks the jugglers think is cool, I will show that to a normal audience, to lay people, to the muggles. But it's usually not the case. Normal people, lay audience, they think differently about juggling, about the tricks. So if you're into sport juggling, leave that outside from your acts, okay? Sport juggling is sport juggling, or whatever it is, like that type of where we do long sequences and combinations and this what do you call it when you go from one trick to another? Transfers. Okay, so you transfer one to another. You do like cool you do like 5-ball routine where I have like a 7-4-4, 7-4-4, then I do 6-4-5, 6-4-5, then I do 3-up 360 into multiplex thing, and then I do 7-5-3, 7-5-3, 7-5-3, 7-5-3-1, and 7-5-3-7, and you all these different multiplexes, and you do a crazy like this routine with all these different like transitioning from one trick to another with 360s, with multiplexes, body throws and everything, and the audience, you ask them after the show what happened, and they were like, yeah, there was this someone who threw balls in the air. So all of your hard work of learning those different moves and like learning to do 20 side swaps in a row without dropping with 5 balls, at the end, only what they remember and what they say about you is he threw balls in the air. So that's the thing, that lay people, they see things differently. They don't recognize different side swaps. They don't recognize transitioning from one side swap to another. Like, oh, that was technically difficult. No, they see 5 balls throw, just you throw them in the air. They see them thrown in the air, and that's it. So when you think about what tricks to do, like side swaps, let's say you want to do 5-ball side swaps. So you have to think about the patterns different from each other, so they look different. So you have something that is like a really high pattern, okay, and then you have something like a shower pattern or half shower, they look different. Multiplex throws, they look different, okay, but be careful so you don't start to repeat yourself. So you want to have the tricks that you do visually different from each other, okay. So don't think about to have a cool juggling tricks that jugglers will appreciate. Think about what looks good for people who don't know anything about juggling, because they will be your audience. I have I have acts for jugglers. I have actually shows for jugglers, but I don't do them for lay people. Like in my normal work, in my normal professional work, I don't do those kind of acts. I don't do those kind of shows. And if you see me like on juggling conventions or festivals, you're gonna see me do completely different things than I would for lay people. Okay? Because I know jugglers, they want to see cool juggling and they want to see cool combinations and cool transitions. But when I do like a normal audience, they don't. So my tricks are completely different. My way of doing them are completely different. And how I present myself is completely different. Okay? So you want to think about this. Don't perform for jugglers unless you're in a juggling convention. So think about who your audience is, and when you do think about your tricks and how you compose your juggling acts or longer shows in that matter, make sure that it's visually changing. Everything is visually different so they can see the differences. So you want the audience to see the differences. Now there are tricks that work well for audience, like high throws and stuff like that. So you want to take advantage of those, but make sure that you're not performing for jugglers. Okay? And if you're in a circus school or somewhere, be careful, because when you're creating your show there, you're gonna have a lot of friends and colleagues like watching that show, and they're like, oh my god, that was so cool, and cool transition and everything like that. But remember that they're not gonna be your audience once you have your act. So ask also lay people's opinion. Think about how lay people are gonna see your juggling, how they are seeing all these differences. So yeah, think about that. Who are you performing to? Okay? So that's a big thing. Like my goal when I'm creating an act or doing a show, I want people to remember me. Okay? Because I've seen one of the best jugglers in the world, technically. They do a show, and after the show, like in the halftime of the show or like after the show, I talk to people and talk to the audience, and they don't remember their names anymore, because they remember what he did. Oh, there was some guy who drew like balls in the air, and then he had some rings and he threw those in the air. Then he had clubs and he throws those in the air. It was so crazy. Oh, okay, cool. Who was he? I don't know. I don't remember. So I don't want that to happen. I'm focusing people, they remember me. So I still have people who say like, they come talk to me, they see me somewhere and they come talk to me like, 3 years ago I saw you there and you did this trick and that trick and that trick. And they remember my tricks because of these ups and downs. You give them time to breathe, you give them time to reflect what they just saw, you give them time to relax. Wow. And thinking about all these different things, how they look and everything, can really make you a professional. Okay, and look more professional, because that's often what the case is. A lot of the times we are professionals, but we don't look professionals to the outside. So all of these that we talked about, the costume, the prop stand, having your props clean, okay, and looking good, the rhythm of your shows and your acts, and knowing your audience. Okay, so all of these 5 things can make you look much more professional very quickly. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you want to know more about stuff like this and more about juggling and technique and how to create your own shows, how to create new tricks and everything like that, I do have my online juggling course, jugglingmastery.com. I put the link below. I highly recommend you checking it out. It's not free, but it's very cheap compared to what's inside of the course. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.